There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Duke's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today,
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So Clemson's offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off the spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Pocket breaking down. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation. And that time...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the Duke offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got his man quickly.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly. They'll run play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He gets a block. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
To the air, it's Pena. Fires left. A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Release to the back. It's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Snap in the shotgun. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Texas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Find space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
On the run, it's Rice. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play halfway of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Dura. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on fourth down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So now on comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They'll give it to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rushes on him. He slings it deep to the left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. Looking deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Zings it complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Quick release by the QB. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Going to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Finds his man. It's Cooper. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Pena. Got it in the middle, it's Godet. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your... A drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Got a man, it's Godet.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Here comes Clemson with another first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Godet. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to swing it on second down. Dances away to buy time. Makes the grab. It's Gage. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. In the red area, it's Gage. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz.
Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Looking downfield, it's Pena. Bringing the heat. Got the first down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage.
Sends it downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's Godet. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He'll keep it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Clemson! And the punishment has been extended.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 6 over Ole Miss. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on. They're so quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down. Or did he find a hole in that secondary?
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Sound strategy here to try to punt it away from that return guy. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And how about the coverage on the back end by this defense, man? Great job. Nobody's open. He's looking for somebody to make a play. We've seen him already take off, make plays with his feet, but he tries to do it with his arm, and the defense gets home.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Pena. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cooper. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to throw on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Buying some time. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, remember, the defense allowed a rushing touchdown to this quarterback on the last drive, so a nice job making some adjustments on the sideline. They look like they've got a little bit of a better plan for him and more.
And it's picked off for the third time today.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play there's a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Hit as he throws. Got his man in the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack play.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too.
Turning it on! He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. Third down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gives it on the option. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He has the first and still on his feet. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Pena. Looking to scramble. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays, they're hard to stop.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee. And get into the locker room with the tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Got his man to the left. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to want...
Unleashes one deep. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now Jesse
breaks into the open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They are going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
That's caught. It's Gage. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He caught it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, look. Shakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll leave it with him. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys.